Have you ever felt like you're running in circles, trying out different things and not seeing results? You're not alone. Imagine being on an endless treadmill, running tirelessly, sweat pouring, muscles straining, and yet you're still stuck in the same spot. This is a feeling many of us know all too well. It's the feeling of repeated attempts, of trying different strategies, different approaches, different paths, and yet seeing no significant change, no noteworthy results. The frustration that stems from this cycle can be overwhelming. It can make us question our abilities, our choices, and sometimes even our worth. But here's the thing, this struggle, this cycle of try and fail, it's a shared experience. It's a universal human phenomenon. You're not the only one feeling stuck in this loop. From the most successful entrepreneurs to the most accomplished athletes, everyone has faced this struggle at some point in their life. It's a part of our journey, a part of our growth. We often find ourselves in a never-ending quest for the right path and the right strategy. We ask ourselves, what's right, what's wrong, what's going to work for me, what should I do next? These questions, these doubts, they're a part of this struggle. And it's okay to have them. It's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to feel lost sometimes. But what if there was a way to break this cycle? What if there was a way to move forward, to see the results you've been longing for? What if the key to changing your life wasn't in the external strategies you've been trying, but in something much deeper, something within you? This is where the concept of consciousness comes into play. It's a notion that might seem abstract, even elusive. But it holds immense potential. It has the power to transform your life in ways you might not have imagined. But what if I told you that the key to changing your life might be in understanding the law of consciousness? Consciousness. It's a big word, isn't it? But let's break it down into something simpler. Imagine you're at the wheel of a car. Your hands are firmly gripping the steering wheel, your foot is on the gas pedal, and your eyes are focused on the road ahead. This car is your life and you're the driver. Consciousness is being aware that you're in control, that you're making the decisions about where to go, when to speed up, when to slow down, and when to take a detour. Think of a time when you were driving and suddenly realized you didn't remember the last few miles. Was it because you were daydreaming, lost in thought, or maybe even worrying about something? That's a state of unconsciousness. You were still driving, but on autopilot. You weren't consciously aware of your decisions or actions. Now, let's flip the script. Do you recall a time when you were driving in heavy traffic or during a storm and every decision you made was deliberate and calculated? You were fully aware of each car around you, the speed you were going, the distance to the car in front of you. That's consciousness. You were fully present, fully aware, and fully in control. Consciousness, in essence, is the act of being mentally present and aware of our thoughts, actions, and decisions. It's about being the driver of your life, not the passenger. It's about making deliberate decisions instead of just going with the flow. Being conscious means recognizing that you're not just a leaf being blown around by the wind. You're not just reacting to whatever life throws at you. Instead, you're the wind. You're the force that determines the direction of your life. And yes, consciousness can be a big word, a heavy concept to grasp. But when we break it down, it's simply about taking responsibility for our lives, our decisions, and our actions. It's about being present, being aware, and being in control. Now, let's delve into why staying in a state of consciousness can seem so challenging for most of us. Staying conscious sounds simple, right? But in reality, it can be quite a challenge. One of the most common obstacles to maintaining a state of consciousness is the endless array of distractions that surround us. Imagine you're trying to stay present and focused, but your phone keeps buzzing with notifications, or the television in the other room is blaring with the latest news. These distractions can easily pull us out of our state of consciousness and into the whirlwind of external stimuli. Stress is another major roadblock. Think about it. When you're overwhelmed with work or dealing with a personal crisis, it's hard to stay conscious. Your mind is consumed with worries, and staying present becomes a Herculean task. Stress can be like a dark cloud that obscures our conscious awareness, making it difficult to see clearly and stay present. Negative thoughts can also pose a significant challenge. Perhaps you're trying to stay conscious, but you're constantly battling thoughts of self-doubt, fear, or anxiety. These negative thoughts can be incredibly powerful, drawing us away from the present moment and into a vortex of worry and negativity. Take, for example, Jack. Jack is a well-meaning individual who wants to live consciously. But he's constantly distracted by his phone, stressed about work, and battling negative thoughts about his abilities. These obstacles make it hard for him to maintain a state of consciousness. Instead of living in the present, Jack finds himself constantly pulled into the past or the future, missing out on the beauty of the here and now. Remember, consciousness is not a destination, it's a journey. It's about increasing our awareness moment by moment and learning to navigate the obstacles that arise, distractions, stress, negative thoughts. They are all part of the journey, but they don't have to define it. So, how can we overcome these challenges and stay conscious? Mastering consciousness might seem like a daunting task, but it's possible with the right techniques. Now, let's dive into some practical tips and techniques that you can utilize to stay conscious and truly transform your life. It's important to remember that these techniques are not one size fits all, so experiment and find what works for you. Firstly, mindfulness is an essential tool. It's the act of intentionally focusing on the present moment and accepting it without judgment. It's about being fully engaged with what's happening rather than letting life pass you by. Mindfulness can be practiced in any moment of the day, from brushing your teeth in the morning to washing your dishes at night. By focusing on the task at hand, you let go of past regrets and future anxieties, and you become more aware of your own stream of consciousness. Next up, we have meditation. While it might have a reputation for being a bit mystical, at its core, meditation is a simple and practical way to cultivate consciousness. Regular meditation can help you become more aware of your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to better understand your own mind. It can be as simple as setting aside 10 minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. Lastly, consider journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you become more aware of them, and over time, you can begin to identify patterns and triggers. Journaling allows you to articulate your inner experiences, making the abstract concrete. It's a way of decluttering your mind, making space for new insights and ideas. These techniques, mindfulness, meditation, and journaling are all ways of training your mind to stay in the present, to stay conscious. They're not quick fixes, but with regular practice, you'll find that your ability to stay conscious improves. And as you become more conscious, you'll start to notice changes in your life. You'll become more deliberate in your actions, more in tune with your feelings, and more connected to the world around you. You'll start to understand that the life you've been dreaming about is not something to be chased, but something to be constructed, moment by conscious moment. Remember, mastering consciousness is a journey, not a destination. Imagine a life where you're in control, making deliberate decisions that align with your dreams and goals. Picture this. Instead of being buffeted by life's unpredictable winds, you're at the helm of your own ship, steering towards your desired destination. This is the power of consciousness, the transformative force that can reshape your reality. Consciousness, when mastered, can be a catalyst for profound change, a tool for personal growth, and a key to unlock potential that you may not even realize you possess. It's the secret ingredient that can make the difference between mere existing and truly living. Consider the story of Sandra, a woman who felt stuck in a job she despised, feeling as though she was trapped in a cycle of endless monotony. When she discovered the concept of consciousness and began practicing it, she found a renewed sense of purpose. She started making conscious decisions that were in line with her true passions and aspirations. Today, she runs her own successful business and loves every moment of it. Or take the example of James, a man who struggled with self-confidence and often second-guessed his decisions. When he started exploring consciousness, he learned to trust himself and his instincts. He became more decisive, his confidence grew, and his life began to improve in ways he'd never imagined. These are not isolated cases. Countless individuals have harnessed the power of consciousness, using it to increase their self-confidence, make better decisions, and improve their overall life satisfaction. Being conscious means being present, aware, and intentional. It means taking control of your thoughts, your actions, and your life. It means making the choice to live deliberately in alignment with your deepest values and highest aspirations. Now imagine that life is yours to live. All you need to do is master consciousness. Embrace the potential within you. Take the helm, steer your ship, and transform your life with consciousness. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. Your dream life is waiting. All you have to do is reach out and grab it